Over the years, I have done a number of public speaking gigs, and I've also mentored a number of people who have come to me for advice about problems that they were going through in their lives. And during that course of time, there are two things that I have made it clear that I stand for that have gotten me heavily criticized. Now, the criticism doesn't detour me, but it's there. One of those things is this. I do not believe that you should fight for a relationship when somebody is trying to walk away from you. I don't believe that you should fight to make them stay. I don't believe you should go and get them and try to bring them back. And I honestly don't feel like you should feel like you've lost anything once that person is gone. But it's the reason why I don't do it that has gotten me the criticism. The reason why I don't believe in it is because I do not believe in trying to pull somebody away from a decision that they are making. If you are making a decision, I will never pull somebody away from something that they are deciding to do. In fact, I will feed you the same decision, meaning that I will dress the situation around what you are deciding to do at that moment. I'm going to push you in the direction of your decision. I will never try to pull you away from it. So I've been told a number of times, Andre, you didn't try to fight for me when you saw me leaving. You didn't try to get me back or win me back. You didn't try to pull me away from somebody when you saw me showing somebody else attention. No, I didn't. And I never will. There's one thing that you can count on is that I will never in my life try to win somebody back after they have left. If you leave, it is over. That is it. And it's not out of pride. It's not out of ego. It's not out of malicious retaliation. Oh, how dare you walk away from me? It is actually very rational. Because of the definition and the principle of what a relationship is, and the definition and the principle of what walking away from that relationship is, fighting for somebody trying to walk away is a contradiction rationally, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. I will break it down. I'm going to give you credit for being a human being, an adult human being with cognitive skills and capabilities, meaning that you have the ability to reason. So when I see you making a decision, giving you the credit of being somebody with cognitive skills and the ability to reason, my natural assumption is that when I see you making a decision, that you are making the best possible decision that you could come up with at that moment, because why in the world would somebody deliberately and knowingly make a decision that is less than what they themselves feel is the best thing they could do at that moment? Why would you consciously do something beneath what you yourself grade to be a better choice? So when you make a decision, you're not just communicating to me what you're doing. You're not just showing me what you're doing. You are communicating to me your evaluation of the situation. After thinking about all this, after taking in everything, this is the best answer that I could come up with. So this is a problem. When you then later come to me and say, Andre, why didn't you fight for me when you saw me leaving? How come you didn't try to get me back? How come you didn't feel like I was worth it? What you are actually asking me is, Andre, how come you didn't try to pull me back into something that I already graded to be less than the decision I was making at the time? Why would I do that? Why would anybody do that? Why would anybody try to pull you back into something that you have graded as worse than what you could decide to do at that moment? Please pull me back into something worse than what I'm doing. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not going to consider why you're leaving and better myself as a person. I'm saying that I'm not coming to get you, because a decision is final. A decision means that you thought it through. A decision means that you know what you're doing and this is what you decide to do. So to try to fight for you would be to pull you back into something that you have already graded as less by your own admission. Unless you are making a decision that is beneath what you actually want, in that case, it would be manipulation. Anytime you consciously make a decision that is less than what you know is a better way of doing something, it's because you're trying to control something. If you do not do what you know is the best thing to do at that moment, it's usually because there's something you're trying to get out of it. So to fight for somebody who's trying to walk away is to give each other permission to not mean what we're doing, to continue to make decisions that send messages that we actually don't stand behind. And because I don't want to live a life that way, and I'm not going to construct our lives to be that way, if you make a decision, I'm always going to treat you like you meant it. I'm going to feed you that same decision, assuming that you have done what you felt is the best thing for you to do at that moment. Let me know what you think. I'm out.